It's been so long since I've been in front of the camera. I don't know how to handle this. Hey guys, it's Summer, and today I'm bringing you guys a video, the first of 2019, when I hope to film more because I enjoy filming them and editing them. It's just really hard to find time to film them because I don't live in a very quiet household, which is totally fine, but it makes it a lot more difficult to film. But today I'm actually going to film for you. The first video of 2019 is going to be a comparison between the BT21 official cookie standing doll and a fake one, and that is kind of because I sort of half promised I would make a video when I unboxed this guy. And I never did it because I ended up going to Korea and then Love Yourself tour and then Christmas, and I really didn't want to buy a fake one, but my friend slash co-worker purchased one of the fake cookie standing dolls, and I was like, girl, let me borrow, please, so that I can film this. And she was like, girl, you go for it. So I have the official and I have the fake one, and I'm gonna film them and show you everything from the color to the smallest stitches as I possibly can to show you the difference between the real and the fake. Before I start, I'm not going to name the company that the fake one is purchased from because I didn't purchase it myself, and I don't like speaking ill of any company that I haven't physically worked with or bought something from myself, so I'm not going to be naming the company, but this is basically the one that you would get from anyone that sells it from China, so Wish, AliExpress, eBay, anything like that. This is the kind of quality you're going to be getting. Secondly, not every one is going to be made the same, but as long as you kind of look at these tiny hints and stuff, you will be able to tell if yours is real or fake, which is actually kind of good because there are a lot of fake people selling them now, and sometimes they are saying they're the real thing when they're not. So these will be really good flags for you guys if you're trying to see if yours is legitimate or not. But what you're going to see very soon is it's clear as day which one is real and which one is fake. So this one is the real one. He comes in a box, the fake one does not, and I think it's because of two things. One, the box has the official licensing on the bottom, this holographic sticker. That's where it says it's an official Line's product because, you know, BT21 is a partnership between BTS and Line. And the second thing is a lot of the time when you're getting stuff from China, it's free shipping, and shipping something in this shape is going to cost them more money when something just like the plushie itself, they could just throw in a bubble mailer and send off. So I think that's the second reason why. But I figured I'd show you him in the box so you know that I'm not lying when I say he is the official real deal boy. So here he is, the real boy out of the box, and you're going to notice two things right off the bat when you see the fake one. One, the color, and two, the size. So here he is, the fake cookie standing doll. They're so different. And to have a company that's saying this one's the real one, come on, like, you didn't even try. This is like, it's kind of laughable. But nonetheless, there are a lot more than just the color and the size that are different between the two. And I think the only way you're gonna know is if I show you in-depth details. So that's what I'm gonna have to do. So starting with the most obvious of the issues, the color. This one is what I call a true pink, a perfect bubblegummy dream of a pink, the color of my walls, happy pink. If you've seen my room tour, you know that pink is my favorite color. Before Cooky ended up being pink, which was just a happy accident. Whereas this guy is more on the salmony pink side. He has more of an orangey undertone to him. So that's like the first clearest day obvious difference, and of course the height on them. This one's tag, as you will see soon, actually says the size of him. This one doesn't, but I did some measurements, and this one's about 30 inches, and this one's about 22. So you're getting a lot less for your money. Although this one is a lot cheaper than this one, but, you know, size matters. You know, more is more. So when I got the fake one in my hands, besides the fact that the color and the size were different, the immediate difference I saw was in the ears. And there are two major differences in the ears between this guy and this guy. This one has wiring, so you can do the iconic, you know, bendy of Cooky's ear, and you kind of have to do that to get him in the box anyways. So that was the first difference, because this guy doesn't have any wiring in his ears. They are just floppy boys with no support whatsoever. The second thing I noticed was this one has embroidery around the white bit of the ears, which is like a sewing tip to kind of like clean up messes. In my opinion, at least that's what I find China uses it for a lot in their clothes and stuff. Whereas this one, the change of material is sewn right in, so you don't see any embroidery. There isn't any embroidery. There is one other difference between the ears though, the spacing. So this one, it looks like they literally sewed two separate ears. Whereas this guy, it looks like they took a piece of material, made a little W, and then cut it down the middle and sewed it there. Because there isn't much space between the two. It's not a big difference, but it's a thing that's there. The next big difference I found is on the booty of them. So even in some of the official BT21 merch, they hint at the fact that Cooky has a heart on his bum, and he does. He's got this cute little heart under his tail, where the unofficial one does not. They didn't bother to add that in, probably to save money on materials. I'm not really sure. You know, when you're buying something fake, they go for the cheapest they possibly can, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was to save on materials there, or it could have just been missed since they didn't have probably a physical one. And they were just looking at pictures, so you wouldn't notice the back as much. Now, I did say we were going to talk about stitching, and the stitching I noticed is in the hands here. So in the official one, the white goes perfectly around the arm, so you can really tell like where his hands, quote unquote, are. Whereas on the unofficial one, it looks fine on this hand, but on this hand, the stitching is messed up. There isn't a perfect alignment, which shows a lower quality item. I know quite a bit about clothes as far as quality, so that is one of the indicators I use in clothing, is if you get striped shirts. If the stripes line up, you have a higher quality item. And that is one of the key elements, is that these don't line up because it's a lower quality item. Moving on, every official BT21 item, I believe, will have a tag on it. At least this guy does, and this guy does, and my other ones do. And the tag is on the back of Cooky, and it says Made in China BT21 on one side, and the other side says Cooky, which is important because on the unofficial one, which I have seen many pictures of the unofficial one, and this seems to be a trend, I don't know why, but the back does say Made in China BT21, but the front says Korea on it, and if you are a fan of BTS, you will know that this is not Korea. And this just seems like the most obvious difference in the bootlegging, and it seems the most repetitive difference in the bootlegging, is that they're just not getting the character they're trying to sell you right. And even if you go on the listing, they'll say that this is Cooky, but for some reason the tag always says Korea on it. And it's very strange. Also, the tag isn't even in the right spot, and we have this dangling tag here, which is in Mandarin and Korean, I believe, which they don't have on the official one. He has this little tag there. Now this part makes me laugh because the actual title of the item is the official standing doll. So in theory it should be standing, which it is, but in the unofficial one he is sitting, he is not standing. So I think that's probably the biggest, most noticeably subtle difference, is if you get it and he's sitting, he ain't a real boy. You know, he is a Pinocchio to this one. And when you're spending your money, you might not want to buy a Pinocchio. And because this one is shown as he is sitting, he has tiny little feet here, where the official one does not. He just has little stubs to stand on, or in theory, to stand on, because he doesn't actually stand, and this one doesn't actually sit, but the positions of them are completely different. So if you're looking online and you're going, wow, that kind of looks like Cooky, and then you're seeing all of these small subtle differences and then some major ones, you really kind of start questioning, like, is this something that you want to invest your money in? Because you could save that money and then continue to save up to buy an official one that has a far higher quality. You're supporting the group that you like, and it's more rewarding to get something that is, you know, official. I've bought unofficial stuff in the past, and I have nothing wrong with them, especially fan goods. I buy like a lot of fan goods that are low priced, but the quality isn't there, and I think that that's why I tend to buy the official stuff so often. But I would be lying if I said I didn't buy unofficial merch once in a while. That yet, when I buy the official stuff, it just feels much more exciting and rewarding. And it might be because I spend money that I've been saving and working towards, or it might be because the quality is there, or it might just be because I know that this is going into the pocket of people who are working really, really hard to continue, you know, producing these things, aka BTS and Big Hit. So it's all to you whether or not you want to buy something that's fake. And I don't have anything against people who do, but you probably would do better saving up to buy the official boy in the end. And that is it. That is it for my very first video of 2019. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I have been like working hard on making lots of ideas for new videos coming out, and I'm trying to aim for 2 videos a month. That is my goal. Hopefully more in the future, but 2 is a good start. So if you want to see more from me, don't forget you can hit that subscribe button, you can hit that like button if you enjoyed this video or found it informative, and you can always follow me on social media at until.springtime again as my Instagram name, or on my TikTok at summer_Ramsey, and both places I post whenever I am going to be uploading a new video. So until next time, bye guys.